of winning the championship for a fourth season in a row. How the mood has changed. 8 straight Premiership wins. Liverpool will prefer to talk about 1 defeat in 6 rather than 1 win in their last 9 in the Premiership. What they should perhaps be focusing on is those 4 consecutive victories over Manchester United. Last season's Premiership double, the Charity Shield, and November's confident 3-1 win over United at Anfield in the league. Perhaps the lowest point for Manchester United players this season when they traipsed off on Merseyside in November. Well beaten, so there's the extra edge of revenge in the air as well. Recent form is not always the best guide when these 2 footballing institutions come head-to-head. It's usually about which team handles the supercharged occasion the better. At a heaving Old Trafford tonight are Liverpool. It's live right after the break.
Oh, what a night. Old Trafford. It's Manchester United against Liverpool live here on Sky Sports. If you are a Sky Digital viewer and you have a player cam facility, Ruud van Nistelrooy is first under the microscope tonight. Our match commentators, Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Thanks, Richard. Manchester United were allowed a night out on Saturday, a dinner in honour of Ryan Giggs, at which the players raised many thousands of pounds for charity. A good night out here, and the team that was a couple of months ago 11 points behind Liverpool will be 8 in front of them. And the noise, Andy, is impressive.
I wonder if it's something to do with the manager's notes. I'm reading the programme tonight, Martin. He says, and I quote, "The noise level of support when we play at Anfield is always deafening. And tonight I want United supporters to match it, maybe even better it. It's going to be a tight game and it could just make the difference."
Is the referee. Manchester United to kick off. They lead the way in the Premiership, but they are by no way out of sight. Here's Beckham. Pitch has been heavily watered today. Been a lot of strong wind in the north of England over the last couple of days, drying winds. So the message from Sir Alex Ferguson to the ground staff: get the sprinklers on, get the hoses out. Giggs.
Well, you and I have been coming to this ground for quite a while, Mr. Tyler. I don't remember too much noise at this early in the game.
Gerrard on Giggs. We're still inside the first minute.
A little bit of miscontrol and a little late tackle, I think. A caution's rather extravagant from the referee. I don't think it warranted that. But when you're Steven Gerrard and you contest and compete, as he's going to have to do in the middle of that midfield, and you've got 89 minutes to go without mistiming a tackle.
Almost on the spot where he scored here for England against Greece. So here goes Beckham. Up off the wall and behind for the corner.
Decent wall, all went up together there. Conscious of the fact that David has got the ability.
Has pulled away to the far post, and it very nearly worked for Manchester United. Liverpool just can't get out at the moment, and here's a chance for the ball at Carragher's feet, and Risa playing ahead of Jamie Carragher was the target for the pass, not found. Stephen Wright, highly thought of at Anfield, but has to test all his temperament and talent and tenacity, and it ends happily in that passage of play for the young homegrown right back. It's a free kick to Liverpool.
Well, I think they were all a little disappointed after the game at Elland Road at the weekend. Never quite took off, never quite lived up to the billing, the expectation. This one certainly has started suggesting that we might not be disappointed tonight.
Beckham quickly for Giggs. And Hopia was just caught in no man's land until Giggs played the ball at him and helped him out. Down goes Keane. Owen protesting, but the free kick given.
When he hits you, Emil, you know all about it.
Scholes. Gary Neville, who's played very responsibly in the centre of defence through this sudden turn of fortunes for Manchester United. They have roared from the middle of the pack to lead the race, while Liverpool, who had led the way, have almost gone into reverse by comparison. Perot. Ansham, hooked forward by Gerrard, only hit Perot. Heskey, but Scholes around. Ball flew out of play. Such was the power of the challenge. It's a Liverpool throw.
Great tempo in the start of this football match.
Giggs just operating behind Van Nistelrooy. Play on, says Graham Barber. He won't do now. As Beckham is sent tumbling.
Yeah, a little obstruction, no more than that. But they started well, the home side. And you just feel for Liverpool, it's important to see these opening 5 or 10 minutes out unscathed.
It's a long, long way out for Seba Veron.
He don't get many opportunities, does he, when David Beckham's on the field of taking free kicks?
Well, when the manager comes out and passes the message, as famously happened here against Chelsea. That does seem a long time ago. That was one of the lower points of Manchester United this season, of course, a 3-0 home defeat. As we showed you in the build-up to the action, haven't done particularly well against fellow members of the top six. But the year started better when they beat Newcastle here. Philip Neville, 25 years old yesterday, 250th game for Manchester United tonight. Landmarks personally and professionally for the younger Neville. Sylvester.
Just looking at Liverpool, Mark, they have started in a more orthodox quartet in midfield. Murphy, Gerrard, Haman, Elrisa Gibbon stretching them the width of the football pitch. Haman, you see slightly deeper there, but it's nothing like the diamond formation that we're used to seeing them play earlier on in the season.
Haman's looking at Keane. Gerrard's gone where Veron took him, really. So, as we say, they're matching up across midfield, which might well hold the key. Giggs. And Nistelrooy, Scholes supporting. Giggs trying to keep it in right-footed. He's done that. Scholes almost a chance to seize it from Hopia. Here's Danny Murphy, as Roy Evans was saying, he got a bit of barracking at Anfield on Saturday. And he wasn't the only one below par by all reports. But he has happy memories of this ground where he got the winning goal in this fixture last season. And of course made his England debut more recently against Sweden. Hopia. There goes Harman. Manchester United appeals for handball and then for a foul as Risa bit the dust.
Yeah, a little bit rash, Laurent Blanc, edge of the box. This is certainly an area where not only can Manchester United threaten from here, so can Liverpool. Good options, Risa's left foot, Gerrard or Murphy's right, Haman even, who scored that goal against England at Wembley, it seems like an age ago. Plenty of options.
opposite end of Old Trafford to where Murphy scored last season. Hasn't scored this time. The Wolves certainly was moving out just as a group rather than just one charger.
I think you'll find that that ball was struck, a couple of charging players were no more than 4 or 5 yards away from the ball.
Well, while Manchester United have been winning, the other challengers have either been knocking points off each other or failing to beat supposedly lesser opposition. Liverpool taking just 1 point from their 2 recent games with Southampton, for example. It's almost as if some of the results have been designed here at Old Trafford for the other clubs. But it can turn, of course. And Liverpool have the chance to change the picture here. If they were to win, they would only be, of course, a couple of points behind Manchester United. If they lose, they're 8 adrift. Giggs on the left, found by Scholes. He looks for Van Nistelrooy. Came off Carragher's head. It'll be a corner if he can't get there.
He's run all right. We didn't know that it would be easy from here to see nothing behind him and leave it, but he wasn't sure of David Beckham's position.
Tried to help it on, but the ball was just a bit too low. Silvestre. There's Beckham. Right forward by Veron. Keane did well, Scholes did well. This is Beckham. Bit of a limp for Emil Heskey. He's the only Liverpool player forward at the moment, and Owen loses out at 35 yards from his own goal. Beckham. Manchester United have very quickly got themselves into what could be the right mood. It's purposeful, positive, in front of supporters who are really fired up for it. I guess if you offered a Manchester United follower the access to Old Trafford for just one game in any season, this would be the one the majority would choose.
Well, we'll all be pretty pleased with the start our team has made. Brighter, sharper, all over the pitch. Winning too many of the second balls for Liverpool's liking.
That was well won by Heskey and then given away rather by Gerrard. Silvestre. Now Veron. Up to Giggs. And back to Liverpool by Herpier. Heskey. Gerrard is trying to find Owen. Out comes Beckham. Makes the angle for Neville. Picked off by Stefan Ancho. He's never been on a losing Liverpool team against Manchester United.
You don't often see them beaten over the top with the ball like that. I know Southampton got their goal by doing that at the weekend, but it doesn't happen very often. They normally give themselves enough depth. Herpier and Ancho.
I think Liverpool will concede many other goals like that one on Saturday. Goes Blanc, and just got enough on it. Veron. Crossover between Van Nistelrooy and Giggs. Veron really does favour the long pass. That was too long for Scholes to stand a chance of keeping in. Since that win over United at Anfield, Liverpool have played 13 Premiership games and scored just 12 goals. covering. And Murphy pressing in on Silvestre.
That's the kind of thing I mean, though. He has to be round here, Phil Neville, and the ball's developing in the left-hand side, and vice versa. So does Silvestre with the pace that Owen and Heskey possess. You mentioned that defeat at Anfield. I think that's another thing why Sir Alex doesn't have to motivate his side tonight. David Beckham already in the press has said it was a horrible day, one he'll never forget, and one he wants to erase quickly. And the only way to do that is to win tonight.
Even though he scored scant consolation, the Manchester United goal that day, he was substituted. Scholes. Silvestre. They've got the ball away, Liverpool, not always with the accuracy to involve Heskey in particular, who'd be the bigger target to find. And Nistelrooy, so thrilled to get that Premiership record here on Saturday. Heskey had turned his back, a little unfortunate.
Nearly, right idea, he was on his way. Just tried to feed it in front of him, Michael Owen, didn't quite make it.
Verrott. There it goes long again. He had already made up his mind what to do with the ball when it arrived, and they've worked it well, Manchester United. Giggs. Into Scholes. It's going wide to Philip Neville, but Giggs decided to take charge.
Lovely football. Quick passing, good interplay.
Liverpool trying to come up with something similar themselves. Scholes.
Well, they're being bossed at the moment, Liverpool. They just can't get the football. 15 minutes of pretty much Manchester United in control of it, without, in fairness, really creating an awful lot, but lots of possession in this area.
That's Haaland giving it away. Beckham. Fine reach by Herpier. Now the chance for Murphy to move forward here.
No, he hasn't given him a chance. He hasn't given him a chance.
Palmer sort of shouldered the ball forward.
Well, Michael Owen isn't very happy with the referee, Martin. He felt that Paul Scholes came in really late on him when he nicked the ball through to Danny Murphy. Wasn't happy with that challenge at all.
Verrott just flicking it on to Giggs. Silvestre coming at pace. And Nistelrooy in the middle. Comes for Giggs. Snapshot. All his Premiership goals this season have been away from Old Trafford.
First real chance of the match there. Lovely play. It's the gap that Scholes leaves when he comes inside. Silvestre didn't waste it. He tracked into it. It's not the best ball in, but I'll tell you, it's half a chance for Ryan Giggs. Left foot and all.
When I asked Sir Alex about whether Giggs would play like he did at Fulham, he said, I really hope he plays like he did at Fulham. It was fantastic. As I say, 6 Premiership goals for Giggs this season, none of them on home territory. Maybe something about his style in away games. More counter-attacking. Free kick for Liverpool here. They've got plenty of height, Liverpool. It's not high enough for Murphy. And that's also a little below standard from Jamie Carragher. It's not just the challenge of facing Manchester United here for Liverpool, it's the challenge of getting their game back in the groove. Clearly hasn't been the case with just 1 win in 9 matches. He's a very good organiser, Gary Neville, on the field and off it.
I think he's done a great job in the last 8 games, Martin, Gary Neville. Hasn't had really, I don't think. when you think of the troubles they were having in that central area, and Gary in there, if there's one of them across the back that's a talker, it's certainly him. And that's something United have needed there, and he's done that. Hasn't had the credit.
No, you wouldn't call Laurent Blanc a talker, would you? Veron, Scholes. For Keane. Two to the right. Beckham. Scholes lurking with intent on the edge of the area. It's just a bit behind him to satisfy his attacking ambitions.
It's a corner, yeah. I think that's the ball they could use left to right for David Beckham. He's got really good spring, and he's certainly not the smallest player you're going to be. He's well over 6 foot, David. He used it very well when they were playing Villa in a recent cup tie at Villa Park, when he created a goal for Nistelrooy.
And it's Beckham glancing it on from Giggs' corner. Neville trying to whip it back in. It's not really sat for Owen, and he's been taken from behind by Veron.
You see, I don't understand that, Martin. Steven Gerrard gets booked for a nothing tackle in the first minute of the match. This is just a hack. It's a hack at the back of Michael Owen. If that's not a booking, then I'm sorry.
Well, it wasn't just you who voiced that sentiment. Didi Hamann went straight to the referee.
I don't see that. I really don't.
One for Heskey to fight for. Through to Murphy. Gerrard. Who, of course, spectacularly beat Fabien Barthez at Anfield in the Premiership last season from long range. For Sky digital viewers on Channel 404 with interactive facilities, Danny Murphy now the subject for the player cam. Guided on by Giggs. Back to him from Van Nistelrooy. In close proximity. There's enough concern crafted by those two, Beckham and Giggs. They have Liverpool not quite panicking, but certainly looking a bit agitated defensively. 20 minutes gone. Manchester United forcing the pace at Old Trafford. Beckham. They're on having a look. Reset, and Beckham acknowledging that he was beaten to it.
Yeah, we're putting possession in. I don't think it'd take a genius to say that Manchester United must be dominating it. They're certainly doing that. But I think the important thing for Liverpool is they haven't conceded too many chances. The one from Giggs, a snapshot, the best in the first quarter of this match.
Clearly done by Blanc. The distance imparted to the clearance by Silvestre. Quick forward by Wright. Heskey. Silvestre in again. Risa. And 2 or 3 of moments like that for Michael Owen so far. Just at times playing deeper than Heskey. Beckham looking for Van Nistelrooy. The screening there was by Gerrard to get across in front of the target. Keep the back four protected.
Now that was a tackle.
Philip Neville. Giggs. The work with Van Nistelrooy. It wasn't his ball by any means, but he very nearly got it. Murphy. Heskey running away from him, so isn't really a pass on to the front man. Now Heskey comes for a ball to feet from Carragher, and in doing so drags Blanc with him, and Blanc fouls him. Murphy and Gerrard make their way out there. Didi Hamann placing the ball. Hasn't scored for Liverpool for getting on for 16 months. We'll try this one. It's Gerrard.
Just nicked off the wall, that. Not sure if it goes through it or the side of it. It's the side of it.
Risa to take the corner. Gerrard trying to go first in near post. Stephen Wright as well. Out comes Barthez. Opts to fist. Oh, Carragher misread the bounce. Beckham ahead of Scholes. Murphy trying to defend at left back. Scholes.
Yeah, it would have been a wonder goal, wouldn't it, if they struck it in from that range. And what support, though. The distance that Roy Keane makes, for instance, out of this break, it's just unbelievable. I think he's been left behind, but he makes the ground. He's back post, but Scholes decided to go alone. Never really threatening.
Jamie Carragher particularly relieved. Scholes flashed his shot wide. Heskey getting more joy. Another foul on him by Blanc. Liverpool contenting themselves with just restarting the game and hoping to put some passes together from the free kick. Heskey. Well, you can hear what the home supporters thought of it. They felt that Heskey climbed all over Blanc, who has stayed down, prostrate.
Thought it was okay. Got the ball lobbed up into the air, and Heskey made good ground. Went up really early. You see him go up and win the ball. There is a coming together. Of course, there's going to be. But I thought Heskey took off from a decent area and won the ball. There's always going to be contact, and as I said earlier, when he hits you, Emile Heskey, you know about it.
Well, has been the odd game when we've watched Emile Heskey where you've come away thinking, Andy, maybe that he hasn't punched his weight, so to speak.
I don't think he does punch his weight often enough. I really don't, Mark.
But he's doing that tonight. Maybe boosted by a good performance against Southampton on Saturday, where he looked a bit more back to his sharpness and his slickness. Still very short of goals, of course. Looking for a goal here is Veron.
Well, it's been long range efforts, that's all. The opening 27 minutes or so of the game in Manchester United. Not quite found their shooting boots yet.
And in these 4 successive Liverpool wins over Manchester United, Manchester United have never been in front. And although they've worked hard in this opening period, there hasn't been a moment, except perhaps the Giggs chance, where you thought they're going to get in front.
And I think job done the first 25 minutes for Liverpool, that they didn't concede.
Murphy. Harman. Owen thought it wasn't aimed for him when it probably was. Beckham. That's A bit over-ambitious. Harman. Risa. 1 or 2 games in midfield. Wherever he's played, looked a very good signing for Liverpool this season, the Norwegian. Heskey. And look who he's had to hold off. Van Nistelrooy certainly believes in the team ethic. And he has been responsible for so many of the victories that Manchester United have achieved on this splendid run.
Well, that was better for Liverpool. 1 or 2 passes. The last 2 or 3 minutes they've had decent possession. I think it's all a building process for Liverpool.
Giggs. Still Giggs. Scholes takes a touch. Gives it to Giggs. Corner.
Well, whether it was Honshaw, I'm not sure. They got something on this, but both Giggs and Scholes probably want to get it on their strong feet here. He sees it comes to goal. I think he thinks of hitting that. He decides not to. It's never right again for his right foot. Giggs is trying to work it onto his left. Touch was from Honshaw.
Almost half an hour gone. High pressure stuff at Old Trafford. Just dipped on Stefan Honshaw, and there was no pace on the ball to try and use to guide it out for a throw. It's popped behind for another corner. Ron hammers this one in. And Hurpia came right out of the penalty area to challenge Beckham.
Read it as well, Sammy Hurpia. Saw it early, went and dealt with it.
Ron has stayed on the right. Bit left by Philip Neville to Scholes. The support for him is too distant. Gary Neville. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Honshaw right alongside him. Graham Barber unmoved by claims that came mostly from the fans behind the goal.
I think Honshaw was brilliant as a defender. He gets across the line of the ball superbly.
Murphy. Going furthest forward this time. Hasn't been the case very often for Liverpool. And comprehensively outmanoeuvred there by Gary Neville. The clearance collected by Gerrard. He works it with Harman. Comes out to Carragher. Murphy. Stephen Wright's cross. Heskey, Risa behind him. Gerrard did well to get it on the target. Wasn't an easy one to strike on his weaker side. Ball bouncing up.
It's a contest now, Martin. Liverpool have almost said to United, go on then, we'll take your best, see what you've got to offer in 20 minutes. Now they've just started to put 1 or 2 passes together. Steven Gerrard is starting to have an influence in the game when they get the ball. Certainly an even contest for the first time in the match. Last 5 minutes of it.
Got on. They're back behind the ball in numbers. Liverpool again. They must keep up that type of approach. Certainly outnumbered Giggs and Van Nistelrooy then as they tried to combine. Gerrard. What was noticeable a couple of minutes ago when Giggs made that run towards the edge of the penalty area. Steven Gerrard was very consciously, he's carrying a yellow card. He couldn't make a gambling tackle, shall we say. Carragher. It's not always easy when you're a left-back pushed onto left midfield where the ball's coming at your feet. You're not coming onto the play. There's a course, Risa did so effectively with that equalising goal at Highbury. Scholes. That was certainly put into Risa's path. Not the way he would have expected. It's Owen. He's put it wide. His first sight of the Manchester United goal, Michael Owen.
By his standards, this is a chance. Really poor play from Scholes. Good reading from Risa. And this is a good tackle. He's a little unlucky, Blanc, because it just drops at Michael's feet and 25 yards out. No real pressure. But this is the one at the other end. Look at Alshaw. He gets across the line of the ball. Leans into Van Nistelrooy. That's great defending.
You see, the ball was within playing reach for the defender. Veron. We've been privileged to watch Van Nistelrooy several times this season, and he has that capacity when you think the defender's bossing to still get there first, and it looked as though that was going to be another of those moments. But Alshaw bailed Liverpool out. Murphy hoping to find Heskey back post, but he's found Risa. It's a little bit disappointing for Liverpool. Brought out with authority by Keane, on from Beckham. Well, he's found the pass down the line beyond Carragher to Van Nistelrooy, who takes on two. Down he goes again.
No, he's never going to get that. But David Beckham's just picking himself up. Didi Hamann went to close him down on the pass. Whether he's just kicked the sole of Hamann's boot as he played the ball. It was a sensational pass he found under pressure.
Well, he was dealing in millimetres, Beckham, to keep it in play.
Well, Hamann goes over to close him down, and is it the follow through? Well, just catching him with a trailing foot. I don't think there's an awful lot sinister there, just an awkward little challenge.
A couple of Van Nistelrooy penalty claims. Just to point out that Manchester United got their very first Premiership penalty of the season here on Saturday. He scored from it. Laurent Blanc earned it. He's earned himself a free kick here.
I think the cries tonight have been more in hope than expectation, really, for the penalties.
Giggs. It's the game of Stefan Alshaw. He might have had, or has, an unblemished record against Manchester United for Liverpool. It wasn't quite the case when he played for Blackburn. Lost here 4-0 for his own goal. Beckham's corner. Liverpool lining up to get it away. Scholes trying to return it to Beckham. Steven Gerrard the culprit.
It's not an easy call, this one. I don't think either player fancies a challenge. They both half turn their back on it.
Well, if he's fit enough, he'll certainly fancy the free kick, David Beckham.
It's what he fancies. That's what you ask. Position like this, you'd probably think dink it up, let them attack it, but certainly David Beckham will look at it, and if he thinks he can test the goalkeeper directly, he'll take it on.
As Dudek's not overcommitting himself for a cross, in case it goes straight. Won by Scholes. Beckham. Keane and Veron both had their eyes on that one. Still 0-0. 8 minutes to go to half-time.
We've got a little problem with David Beckham down this near side, Matt. He's just limping a little. Hasn't quite recovered from that challenge from Hamann about 5 minutes ago. I think they'll try and get him through at half-time, unless it's a serious problem.
Veron. To flick it to Giggs. And was wise to that. Owen. Keane feels he got his foot to the ball.
Well, if he didn't bring a man down from behind like that, then again Roy's risking a yellow card. I mean, it's just staggering that Steven Gerrard gets booked for what he did, and yet Roy and Veron get away with it. Maybe he was unlucky, it was the first tackle of the match, Gerrard, and the referee was trying to put a marker down of some kind.
Short approach by Gerrard. So a little clip ball. Heskey and Hilfier both attracted to it. Hold out by Barthez. Murphy. Owen. So a hold off Veron. Ran straight into the strong right foot of Roy Keane. Beckham moving a little bit better. Gerrard. Composed play, very much in the heart of the battle from Didi Hamann. Gerrard. Heskey. Risa. Goes down quickly by Gary Neville. Headed out by Philip Neville and by his brother.
Needed a shout, really. Keane and Veron both guilty of not calling to Gary Neville.
Heskey. Sylvester has to knock it away, no more than that.
That's the difference, nice and tight, close to the centre-back there. Mark, no real space.
Headed down by Heskey, but unlucky. There was a runner from midfield, it was Danny Murphy. Drilled right to left by Beckham. Sylvester, whose bold break created the best Manchester United chance when his cross was deflected out to Giggs.
If anything, he hasn't done it enough. I think there's been space for him to go into, and I think he's just been a touch reluctant, and I think that's because of the two front men they're up against.
Scholes, thinking quickly, comes to collect the corner from Giggs. Oh, Heskey. Forwards don't like being in those positions, but Emile Heskey defended well, and then Philip Neville wrapping himself around Owen.
It's good play from Michael. Team were under pressure, the ball popped out to him no more than 30 yards from goal. He was under pressure, won the free kick, gives his team a chance to get them up the pitch now.
Well, it tells you something about the 40 minutes that Heskey's clearing with a header on the edge of his own goal area, and Owen is being fouled that close to the edge of his own penalty area. Just been one or two moments in the last 15 minutes or so when Liverpool have threatened to get it together. Ferro. Gerrard, Murphy. Must be trying to lever Gary Neville out of the way. Yes, it's FA Cup weekend coming up, the fourth round, Middlesbrough against Manchester United, Saturday 11:30, Sky Sports 2, Sky Sports Extra. And Sunday at 3, also Sky Sports 2, Sky Sports Extra. How will Peterborough of Division 2 fare against Bobby Robson's Newcastle? Risa. That's Murphy. Linking up with Heskey. Danny Murphy.
Well, that again started because Manchester United played a sloppy pass and gave the ball away really cheaply. Liverpool have grown as the half's gone on.
Ferro. Castleroy. Beavering away. Keane scored the winner here against Blackburn on Saturday. Perron. Keane wants it again. Scholes, a turn pass. Forced Keane to check back. And ball aimed over Carragher. Wanted to be told that Beckham was behind him. And they got a touch, which was important for Liverpool. Blackburn were thinking they were going to get to half-time at 0-0 here on Saturday, and all happened in added time. Owen working hard again. Well, all it is a Manchester United throw. He feels there have been one or two hometown decisions in this first half. I'm sure Liverpool would like to have had more of the ball in the opening 20 minutes, but their strengths certainly can deal with teams that come onto them. Sometimes you feel they even set out for that to happen. I'm sure that wasn't totally the case the way this first half has gone, because the match could have gone from them. So strong was the early approach from the home side. Beckham. This is Scholes. No soft pedalling in the closing minutes of the first half from Manchester United.
Look how difficult Liverpool are trying to make it. Stringing men across, 5 across the midfield, 4 across the back line, really testing Manchester United's patience.
Scholes!
What a ball that is. It's applauded, and rightly so. They've been patient, controlled the ball, waited for the right time. It's a brilliant ball, and it only needs the merest of touches, not only from a front man, but any defender who fancied just putting a foot out might well have scored.
No, the defenders wanted the ball to keep going, as it did. But that policy can be embarrassing if someone comes around the back and side puts it into the net. But Manchester United didn't have anyone there then. And Barber called across. Mike Tingay is the assistant. Maybe some words directed in by Jamie Carragher at the assistant.
Well, that's probably all to do with that throw-in that Jamie Carragher and Michael Owen felt should have gone their way.
With caution this season, so that's a ban to come.
Have to get to know the linesmen as well, footballers these days, Mark. The ones that can take it and just accept it, that players get upset a little at times. Obviously, the linesman doesn't like being spoken to like that.
I also guess it's a matter of exactly what was said. Some things you can get away with, some things you can't. Half-time. Maybe Liverpool got away with a chance that came to Ryan Giggs, the best opening that Manchester United forced, despite forcing the play, particularly in the first part of the first half. Liverpool got their act together after that and were beginning to develop some style of their own.
And is there going to be a mistake what's going to win the game? You know, so often in a big game like this, it's a mistake that somebody makes a mistake that wins the game.
Yeah, but everyone's going to keep it tight, to be fair. The longer we keep it tight, the longer the game goes.
He's limping, Steve, but he is back. For how long, we wonder?
Well, I've never ever known him, touch wood for him, never ever known him being injured. So I think he's twisted his ankle a little bit. I think the man's caught him and he's went over on his ankle. Be interesting to see if we know anything of it, but he's out there. Great.
It's a tough cook, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Tough cooking.
No goals yet. Player cam for Sky Digital viewers right at the start of this second half. We'll be focusing on Michael Owen. Match commentators Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Thanks, Richard. Well, it supposedly is his last game as manager for Manchester United against Liverpool. There's still one or two rumours flying about the city that there could be certain circumstances which would persuade Sir Alex to give it one more season. But he, of course, recently strenuously denied that. Until a replacement is announced, I guess those sort of rumours will continue to dart about Manchester. Just to go back to David Beckham, of course, he spent a while out of the side, so having got his place back, not one to yield easily, but I must say he's not moving particularly well at the start of the second period.
No, I think the shout is give it 5 minutes, see if he can get it warmed up again, see how comfortable or uncomfortable it'll be, and then make a decision from there. I'm just thinking of Manchester United in tonight, and I'm looking at Ryan Giggs, Mark, and I'm wondering, we saw him against Fulham, expose Fulham in behind time and time again. A team who didn't defend too deep. But I just wonder tonight, when we know Liverpool defend deep and drop off the pace, and there's no real gaps for Ryan to run into. I wonder if maybe at some time Sir Alex would think of saying, well, go and play wide against Stephen Wright for a little bit, and say to Paul Scholes, who's got more adept in the central area against packed defences, you go play up front a little while, just to see if the little change can open something up for them.
Well, opening up a pass to the right-hand side very cleverly there was Didi Hamann with some excellent work on the ball. He's been impressive for Liverpool tonight. Beckham. Gives it to Veron. He in turn to Giggs. Van Nistelrooy. Couldn't keep it, couldn't get it back to Giggs. Murphy. Trying to close down Risa. Gerrard. By and large, one would have thought Phil Thompson reasonably pleased with the first half from Liverpool's point of view. Gary Neville goes back. And Nistelrooy with Oncho. In danger of fouling him, and then being fouled himself. Phil Thompson made his playing debut here for Liverpool in a 3-0 win almost 30 years ago. A managerial victory tonight for him would certainly revive Liverpool's challenge in the Premiership. They would be breathing down United's neck. So far, an evening of very few openings. Phil Neville. Giggs. And Nistelrooy is out of the equation at the moment. He's picked himself up, but still checking the damage. Keane. Veron. Solskjaer has been sent out to do some limbering up just in case by Manchester United. Here is Van Nistelrooy suddenly springing into life. Carragher doesn't get it away. Charges into Beckham's attempted cross. Owen, chance to take on Blanc here, really for the first time tonight. Across comes Gary Neville. Still Owen, but Blanc in the end is the one.
Wait a
the expression one too many. Giggs. Bit of spread to the play. And also a hard man for Manchester United to pass.
Started well, Liverpool, beginning of the second half. Good passing, good control of the ball.
Risa. Select by Philip Neville, so Risa gets his cross in. Knocked away well by Silvestre. Gerrard.
Just a fraction heavy.
Would be a fifth successive win for Liverpool over Manchester United, something they've never achieved before. It would be another double in the Premiership over Manchester United. No club since the start of the Premiership has done that to them twice.
Well, Manchester United haven't quite slipped into gear yet at the beginning of this half.
From Gary Neville, but again the positive approach of Heskey paying some dividend. He's gone really wide on the right-hand side of Harman, or indeed wide on the left, so it's a ball in that was always going to favour defenders, and that defender was Laurent Blanc. Giggs. He hasn't been unnerved by the occasion, Stephen Wright. A handful of previous starts in the Premiership. Beckham. Well, Van Nistelrooy had to set himself up in the end.
Henshaw again was strong enough. Paul Scholes is asking the question why. The question why he didn't knock it back. He's looking to take this on his own. But watch Scholes very closely. Look at the position he's in for the little knockback. Ideal if he wanted to find him.
Well, there was a little contact here, maybe a bit more than little.
Well, that's frustration.
Dudek, when he cleared the ball, dropped to the ground.
Just as a little throws a leg at him with Van Nistelrooy. More in frustration, I think, than anything else, because Henshaw was strong enough to hold him off.
Jerzy Dudek has frustrated Ruud van Nistelrooy before, not just in the Premiership meeting between these two clubs at Anfield in November, but back in their days in Dutch football. Van Nistelrooy of PSV, Dudek of Feyenoord. Peggy Arfexad is Liverpool's substitute goalkeeper tonight. Chris Kirkland, who's been doing that job, was injured in the warm-up against Southampton on Saturday, and strangely here at Old Trafford about the same time there was a scare about Barthez as well. It was only when the teams actually came out that it was confirmed that Barthez was playing against Blackburn. And no sign of that problem recurring on this particular evening, and Dudek at the other end picked himself up, dusted himself down, and is ready to continue. Two goalkeepers are quite similar really in many ways, left-footed kickers, not the tallest members of their profession, very agile. Silvestre. Oh, it's Giggs for Beckham. Sami Hyypiä using the length in the leg to keep Beckham out. But now they've got to try and keep the Manchester United corner out of Liverpool.
Looking for the delicate chip to Laurent Blanc near post. Steven Gerrard all over it.
Had it flew away to a teammate, Michael Owen. Right, Palmer. Owen again, deeper than Heskey. It's a story for much of the first half, and Heskey has switched off for a second and fooled the intentions of Gerrard. Giggs looking for Van Nistelrooy. He's found him, but in doing so just forced him wide. Beckham. Scholes have got into the box, seemingly from nowhere.
Yeah, he just wanted to take the ball on his stride. Ruud Van Nistelrooy, it was just a touch heavy. Went across the face of him. Jamie Carragher's big worry was making contact with him.
Silvestre. Keane, Scholes. In goes Gerrard. Effectively, it's Owen's ball that Heskey chases. Out comes Barthez. With the chance to play a major part in the drama. Hasn't had a save to make. But enjoys being centre stage and tied it up very effectively.
We've seen a couple of goals conceded, Mark, because goalkeepers have backed off and not come and dealt with it. Think of Arsenal, Liverpool's equaliser. Think of Southampton's equaliser against Liverpool at the weekend. Both could have been dealt with had the goalkeeper showed that kind of adventure.
Again, the support that Sir Alex Ferguson's been calling for. Lures Manchester United forward. Beckham. Perron. Scholes. Flex don't find a way through. And nor does Liverpool's pace, not initially. He's got to be careful, Steven Gerrard. His intentions, I'm sure, are honourable enough, but so easy at that pace to miss time a challenge. Booked early in the game, very early in the game.
No, it was controlled though, Martin. He was chasing the ball, closing it down, but it was controlled. Didn't look rash at all. Never looked like he was going to just dive into one.
Heskey complaining he thought he'd been obstructed by Keane.
This game's as wide open now as it's been all match. In more ways than one, it's stretched as well for the first time.
No real options there for Risa.
I just think when Paul Scholes plays left side, man, if you're the right back against him, more often than not, you can really tuck in beside your centre-back because Paul comes in as well. And as I've said in the first half, I don't think Sylvester's, in that case, got far enough forward, often enough.
Tries to get forward there. Arman actually lets it get away from him, which is unusual. And then Giggs fouling Murphy, free kick.
I do think referees at times, just because there's a bit of physical contact, feel they have to blow the whistle at every time. I mean, it is a physical contact sport that these lads are playing in. And there's nothing in that little challenge, apart from good things from Murphy and Giggs.
Herpia. Gerrard. Heskey trying to find the position through the centre. Owen again in the Sheringham role, shall we say. And he's got the ball in that position from Carragher. Gives him a chance to try and dip the shoulder.
Second balls now. See that, Martin, that one by Risa. More and more of them have been won by the Liverpool quartet in midfield. That's been the biggest change. I think Gerrard, Haman, Murphy and Risa are certainly having the better of Scholes, Keane, Veron and Beckham at the moment.
Copious header. They'd hit one or two longer balls in the second half. Manchester United trying to vary the approach. A lot of
see the depth though there. Where was he heading at? 18-yard line. They do drop off. Very good at it. Worked at it obviously in training.
Up they go again. Copious and Allshow. But they've got two up against them. Here's Giggs. And Nistelrooy for Beckham.
Goalkeepers.
Murphy. Player cam now following Ryan Giggs, who's only ever scored once against Liverpool, and that was in that 3-3 draw all those years ago at Anfield when Manchester United roared into a 3-0 lead and it finished 3-3. Keane, who's never scored either for Nottingham Forest or Manchester United against Liverpool. So we're into the last third of the game. Level. No attempts, but look at that, the home side, Manchester United, with all their attacking prowess, not yet worked Dudek directly from a shot. One or two other problems for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think they're shooting in the first half, those 7 attempts, majority of them for 20-25 yards at the very least. And as we commented on, the shooting boots weren't quite on.
This is very ambitious work from Stephen Wright. He's made his own luck against Scholes. Can he pick the right ball here, Heskey? Right out of position. Man trying to fill in. Beckham.
This is where it should be able to go left. This is when Sylvester should be in contact.
And he's there if required. In the end, Veron with a challenge. They've had Allshow toppling to the ground. It's not the first time that Graham Barber's spoken to Veron.
No, I think he got away with one in the first half. Again, I mean, I have to say, Matt, if you take that challenge on its merit, it looked pretty innocuous. When you think that what the referee has let go.
It's always easy sitting up here, but I think the majority view would be the one in the first half ought to have had a yellow card instantly. And of course, maybe Veron would not have made that challenge just now. But anyway, Graham Barber is the man whose view matters, and he has now booked Seba Veron. Keane. Heskey. Almost a case of confusion there between Heskey and Gerrard. In fact, they had a little post-mortem about it. And they were both in a position to go on with the ball and in the area too, Manchester United.
Karen Neville did well. Just blocked off Emil Heskey, knew the ball was going to drift harmlessly through.
Sylvester. Scholes. Starting left, but moving to where he can always be a menace in the opposing penalty area.
I just get the feeling that it won't be long before we see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If it stays like this, then I just feel that the Manchester United manager will throw on the man who's done him so many favours over the years, coming on as substitute in big games.
Giggs. Now Keane. think this is a must-win situation for either side, really. I do feel it's a must not lose for Liverpool, maybe.
Absolutely. Could not agree more with that statement. That is if they want to win the Premiership.
Yeah. Could have played it into Murphy, but he smacked it across.
It's Varane style, wasn't it?
It was. And he's got a player in Stephen Wright. He's getting more and more attuned to the occasion. 5 minutes or so ago, a break that was full of confidence. The odds were against him. He muscled Paul Scholes out of the way fairly enough then.
Well, he's doing what I think Sylvester should be doing for Manchester United. He's doing exactly that for Liverpool in the last 5 minutes.
Risa to take the free kick. Drops for Murphy. So it's just to loft it forward. There's no flag. Manchester United moved out. Olsher. Now can Heskey get a touch? Here he can. Oh, and it's right. Very nearly found the ball coming out at him, bang in front of Bartez's goal.
They say a lot of things about Laurent Blanc. The one thing the man has got is ability and confidence and a cool head under pressure. And he had all of that then.
It's been reported in a French newspaper this week that he says this will be his last season. 86 years old now. So why panic? Beckham. Beckham got a foot to it. Keane. Halfway through the second half. Keane. The second half in which Manchester United haven't quite been in the groove. And that can change in a flash with the abundance of talent at their disposal. Certainly got a corner off for Murphy.
They've plenty of corners, Manchester United. But they're a big side these days, Liverpool. And they do contest them pretty well. There was a time when that was pretty much an Achilles heel, defending crosses and corners.
Blanc again goes towards the near post, just too high for him. Again, very good play by Wright. Just to have a quick look as he played it. Risa. Ron's got back and plucked it away from Yonan Risa. Opia was a bit concerned. He thought Van Nistelrooy was around him. He needed a call for some help. Giggs goes at Liverpool. Wants a free kick, which is not forthcoming. A little untidy by Varane.
I mean, it's obviously a Liverpool plan, Martin, but even then, Michael Owen's so much deeper than his strike partner, even when Liverpool have the ball at times. And this has been a better performance from the Anfield team. There's no doubt about that. Saw off the early pressure, early pace, and have grown as the game has gone on.
Carragher with the free kick. There again. Flicked on by Heskey. Gerrard. Owen again, taking it and turning. It's not quite the same though as the one over the top where you can sprint away and get one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Scholes. Now Keane. A bit central, maybe a little bit static.
Well, Everton's right.
Oh, it's Van Nistelrooy! And Carragher got it away, and Van Nistelrooy offered a hand of apology. He did catch Jamie Carragher. Mistake by Gary Neville.
It was good defending from Carragher. He had to be in there nice and tight as a covering fullback. It was important he was there.
Heskey caught on the ball by Veron. Will that be a mistake that Manchester United can make something positive from? Veron.
Yeah, they've done really well. Liverpool closing down since the opening 20 minutes.
Key. Beckham's header. Working well with Van Nistelrooy. Looks to clip, but in the end had some pace on it. I wonder whether he was just looking to chip it over Dudek, but it...
Lovely play from David.
Just
follows his header. He is trying to play this with pace. He is looking for the far corner. And I think the defender's presence in front of him made the angle almost impossible with the amount of bend he was putting on the ball.
Right. Knocked out by Murphy. Speculative from Olsho, but Heskey got there. Owen. Making Heskey go wide to keep Liverpool in possession. Well, it might drop for Heskey here. It has done.
Somehow you never quite thought a striker who's not quite firing in that area in front of goal was going to smash it in from there, but you never know.
Here comes Nicolas Anelka with a very good record against Manchester United in his Arsenal days. Scored 4 goals for the Gunners, including one here against United, and of course was also a winner on this ground with Real Madrid a couple of seasons ago in the Champions League quarter-final. Goals. Now Giggs. Needed some cover there. Did Olsho, and he got it from Stephen Wright. Perot. Again. Well, it could have overpowered Dudek. It's the continental style of goalkeeping, maybe, just to be strong, stand up to it, and let it bounce away to safety. Beckham. And off the heel of Harman and the back of Carragher's head. Deep ball from Veron. Scholes has located it. Murphy. Only help is behind him. And Scholes is behind him. And that means watch out. Keane. Manchester United looking to raise their play here. And make a breakthrough that hasn't looked like coming. In the second period, they certainly started the game carrying on the confidence of the 8 successive wins. But you can't win every game in cavalier fashion. Sir Alex Ferguson knows that only too well. Just a scrappy goal in the last minute would do.
Well, I'll take that tonight, either team would. I was waiting, I think, because they're defending and have been for the last couple of minutes, that Phil Thompson's reluctant to change at the moment.
They're still defending because they've conceded a free kick. Blanc jogs forward, and Mr. Roy's already there. Sylvester as well.
Too much height, man. Too much height.
Manchester United hopefully feeling that Dudek carried it behind.
Yeah, although his feet went behind the line, I think the ball was quite clearly still in front of it.
Hopia. Heskey. Able to take a touch and get it wide to Murphy. Above Heskey, which takes a bit of doing. Sylvester solidly getting the better of Murphy aerially. We're into the last 15 minutes. Gerrard just gambled that might drop Liverpool's way. Harry Neville stood his ground. Lifted out of harm's way by Mikhail Sylvester now. It is time for the entrance of Nicholas Anelka. And who's going to come off? It's Michael Owen. What do you make of that, Andy?
Well, if there's nothing wrong with him, a tad surprised. If you look at the records of both Emile Heskey, and although Emile's had a pretty active game, Martin, if you were wanting a goal in a football match, who would you look to? I don't know if he's got a little niggle. If he hasn't, I don't think he'll be a happy young player.
Well, he didn't look a happy young player as he came off. Especially when it seems he's been playing to orders. Just behind Heskey. Anyway, Anelka's on. And here's the subject for our player cam. Your Sky digital viewer on channel 404. Confirmation from the bench that it is a tactical change, no injury involved. Gerrard, Risa, early cross. That was Murphy attacking it. Anelka! Oh, I wonder whether it had gone in for an own goal for a moment off Sylvestre.
It's a pretty good save from Fabien Barthez. Good ball to the deep post, and they don't quite clear it here. Danny Murphy coming in and making himself a nuisance. That could have gone anywhere. Goalkeeper's fists, back off Sylvestre. Oh, goodness me, how close was that?
Positive work again from Liverpool. They've all had the measure of Manchester United in the last 4 meetings between the two clubs. Murphy fires it to Risa! Beckham's header. Hopia. Heskey has got there. Anelka, the whistle's gone.
What a bomb that was from Risa, eh? Goodness me, what a hit. Well, he had that magnificent free kick at Anfield against Manchester United, but what a strike this is. On the volley, sweet as you like. Fabien Barthez, well, he's happy, it's right down his throat.
Veron. Keane. Still feel that before you switch off this evening, there might be a moment of immense significance at the top of the FA Barclaycard Premiership. It could come here from Roy Keane and Manchester United, or Veron! Yonana Risa is certainly a man for the big games. His goals, 5 of them, Bayern Munich in the Super Cup, Merseyside derby at Everton, at Newcastle, home to Manchester United, away to Arsenal.
Well, this is another angle of this. He just sets himself perfectly, cuts across the ball deliberately to keep that on target. He's played well, Steven Gerrard tonight. He's grown as the game's gone on as well as Liverpool haven't, mainly because of that. I think he's been a big influence.
And extra praise, really, carrying the handicap of that early caution. Maybe that's helped. It's been a controlled performance. Liverpool have got a free kick. Sami Hyypiä, who scored his very first Liverpool goal against Manchester United at Anfield more than 2 years ago now. And we didn't know too much about him. What a tower of strength he has been for Liverpool. He's the man that made it a bit difficult for Barthez.
I just don't understand why. You tell me, why is the ball dropped back 30 yards when the team who are given the free kick already has possession of it?
Answer that in a way that you would find acceptable, or indeed that the officials would find acceptable. Keane. Gary Neville. Liverpool in golden eras were the team who used to get so many late goals to win matches. Manchester United have taken on that mantle. It's been part of their greatness. Can they find another one here, or could they concede one? Could have considerable ramifications to their detriment. Long. Sami Hyypiä wanted Dudek to take charge. He did in the end without perhaps dominating as much as the captain would have liked.
Well, I've shown tonight that back two, the two centre-backs, just how difficult it is to get in behind them. When you play the ball central and you play it long, you just back off and they don't try and be clever. They're happy to defend almost every attack that comes their way. Not too many offsides do you see against people playing Liverpool.
Heskey. Left arm down by his side, but Graham Barber from the other side of him had a good view of that handball. Offsides, how about that?
Well, I think when I talked to you earlier about the players that you're playing against as defenders. You don't tend to stand up and hold the line too often. You tend to do that what Laurent Blanc's done, see it out, as Honshaw and Hyypiä have done, see it out.
Giggs. Beckham trying to win it back in the hurly-burly there with Harman. Gerrard steering it to Murphy. This is criticism of Danny Murphy in particular, but a weakness for Liverpool that when it goes to the right-hand side, they don't look to get down the outside very often. In it comes again to Gerrard.
I think both have been guilty of that, of the same side. Liverpool's right and Manchester United's left.
Murphy in the centre, linking up with Risa. Heskey. Down a bit cheaply then. That's what the referee thought, and I must say it was my first impression as well.
It's a long ball. There's the backing off. Deal with it and play.
Meat and drink. So Hyypiä and Honshaw. Giggs is waiting. Harman wasn't. With some of their own style and verve. Liverpool in the midfield areas in particular, it hasn't led to too many chances, but Paul Thompson will be... Trafford again! With just over 5 minutes to go.
Steven Gerrard has just played the ball of the match. What a spot. It's one thing he spotted. I mean, he did it at Arsenal when no one else saw the pass. Watch this. They think the thing's broken down. Watch this for a ball. He has a little look. He carves it round the defenders. I mean, there's still a bit to do, but if he doesn't play this pass as accurate as that, Murphy doesn't have a chance. But what a little dink over the goalkeeper.
And the pass was so good, it told Murphy how to finish it. Just
wonderful,
put your
wonderful
foot underneath
goal.
it, lift it up over the goalkeeper. It's Manchester United 0, Liverpool 1. Keane has to drive his men forward now. Silvestre. Giggs! And Dudek reached it.
Oh, what a climb from Ryan Giggs against Sami Hyypiä, probably the tallest player on the pitch. But he sprung early, he sprung tall. It's a decent header. And a very good save.
It's been a night for Liverpool that's grown from tentative beginnings, coming here short of confidence, short of good results recently. 20 minutes very much on the back foot, but they've blossomed from then. And now they face a crucial last few minutes to protect a lead. Silvestre. Gerrard got to it. Out comes Dudek. The Anfield fans who are chanting, the Liverpool supporters who are here, and many watching back on Merseyside.
What a header this is. Gets up so early. Hit the ball into the ground, just took a little pace off it. Might have helped the goalkeeper.
Here's Anelka. Palmer. Crossed it in, and Anelka's fouled Philip Neville. That's an unnecessary free kick to give away.
Well, Solskjaer's been brought on. I thought he'd come on a tad earlier. I must be honest about that. At 0-0 when the game was there, still to be won. Phil Thompson responds by making a change of his own.
For the second time this season, David Beckham substituted against Liverpool, but maybe that carryover from the injury before half-time.
Goal scorer's coming off.
Murphy comes off. Answered his critics, hasn't he? And there were plenty of those at Anfield on Saturday. On comes Patrick Berger, who was dropped on that game, after that game, for tonight. It's not finished yet. Carragher.
An FA Cup tie, you and I were sitting here. Liverpool won up for a long time, deep into the game.
It's finished 2-1 to Manchester United.
And did Solskjaer score?
He did. A boyhood Liverpool fan that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was. Didn't show much affection to Liverpool that day. Well, of course, it's not just a result of it finishes this way that Liverpool have been craving the rest of the Premiership as well. Keane. There's Gary Neville. Solskjaer forced a little bit wide. Stephen Wright has gone to ground and buried the ball under his midriff. Short free kick from Sylvester to Veron, and it's a corner.
Well, they've just switched off Liverpool. They'll be able to take a short one. Nelka's seen it.
Silvestre. Those sort of flicks can sometimes really unhinge defences. In comes Philip Neville, straight away by Heskey. Little drop for Berger, who's got Reeser ahead of him, and through the middle and offside is
Well, that must have been
Steven
close.
Gerrard.
That must have been close.
We're in the 90th minute. Giggs.
Oh, how United would love Ruud van Nistelrooy to extend that fantastic scoring feat of his.
Giggs passed well. Not past the second. Again, it was Wright been the right choice for Phil Thompson tonight. Nelka. Manchester United in, and Giggs in. Block. 2 minutes. Napier there again.
Ball's never looked like beating them, has it, tonight? That straight one, that long one.
Heskey. Perron.
I think the flag might have gone up for offside.
Had Van Nistelrooy touched it, yeah.
Well, his team have played better for him tonight. This is as well as I've seen them playing. Certainly the best part of 5 or 6 weeks.
Not
nervous start.
his team, though.
Nervous start for Liverpool, but as we said, first half, from about the middle of it, they started to grow in confidence and belief.
Gerrard trying to cut through now. Roy Keane sets off. And Nelka chases with him but fouls it.
He wasn't going to outrun him, was he?
Last minute of added time. Manchester United a goal down at home, and Osho, he touched it.
It's an own goal, I tell you.
That would have been the last thing that he deserved.
Oh, yeah. Two centre-backs have been excellent for them. There are a lot of good players.
Heskey on Gary Neville. Martez wanting to join in further forward, but it's Varane who picks out Solskjaer. Scholes. Oh, it's sat up. Unlucky for Giggs. Really bobbled up.
Would have been interesting to see if Giggs had played a bit longer out there.
It's a massive win for Liverpool. Danny Murphy, who got the winner here last season, has done the same again, arguably in even more dramatic circumstances. Just over 5 minutes to go, and Liverpool have put the brakes on Manchester United's mid-winter sprint. They've also put an end to a sluggish spell of their own. They're right back in the frame. In passing 5 wins in a row over United, that's a first for Liverpool. They've done the Premiership double over United for a second time. No other club has managed that. They're just 2 points behind them. Where the going is usually at its toughest, Liverpool have got going again. Andy?
Well, I think you can't argue with it. I thought United spluttered a bit tonight. That was a man of the match for me. I don't know if the lads in the studio will pick him, but I thought Steven Gerrard was magnificent tonight. I thought he was behind everything that was good, the way they dug their way back into the game, that they had to dig in 20 minutes, Mark, and see off United's pressure and drive, and they did that. And as the game went on, they got stronger. I thought they were the better side second half. I thought their midfield four did their acting boss proud. And the goal was, well, it was deserving of winning a game. It was the ball of the match, and it was a fantastic finish from Danny Murphy, who never panicked when he got in.
They started slowly, they finished sensationally. Manchester United 0, their 7th Premiership defeat of the season. Liverpool 1.
Got the measure of them right now, haven't they?